Oh man. What's really good though, family tree? Let me know that you guys are actually up in the building by hitting the like button straight away, and make sure you've been, just knock off the like buttons, knock it off, knock it off, knock it off, and just make sure you drop loads of different comments. Okay, I really want to get your guys' feedback for this one, right? I really do. So, anyways, a lot of people, yeah, like really wonder, like, why does Callum always go ham when Callum is in his car? He's always going ham. I'm like, fam, you lot don't even realize, yeah. The reason why I go ham, yeah, because I am sick and tired, yeah, of seeing certain things, right? Let me know if I'm actually live, family, yeah. But I'm so sick and tired of seeing certain things, like. I don't see why, yeah, like as a person from supposedly the outside of a particular faith or denomination, yeah, why must I, yeah, be spotting these things, and why must I having to be replying on these things? And what I mean by this is this, right? I've done a video, okay, okay, on the age of Aisha, all right, and that video was literally done clearing the prophet's name, right? We have people on, supposedly the right wing, the far rights. You have people like the Christians, you have the atheists, right, and the supposed Islamophobes. Yeah, you have all of these individuals, yeah, going ham at the prophet, peace be upon him and his family, right, and saying that he's a pedophile. And why are they saying these things? They're saying these things is because certain factions of Muslims, okay, and I would say it's the majority. Let's not get things twisted. It is actually the majority of Muslims, okay, are saying that the Prophet had sexual relationship with a 9-year-old. Ew. So this is what they're saying, right? And anybody, yeah, literally knows, like, you may not have to say that the prophet is a pedophile from your own lips, but the story that you're giving out, the message that you're giving out, the picture that you're painting, right, you're inadvertently saying the prophet is that. Okay, and when other people come to you and tell you and say these things to you, you get angry and upset. And I'm keep on saying it. Stop saying it. It's either he didn't do it or he did do it. Okay, either did he do it, then everybody's got a good reason to say yes, he is such and such, right? If somebody in your family murdered someone, right? Yeah, and you're trying to keep it hush hush, yeah, but then the truth came out. Why are you being upset for somebody labeling your family friend or your family member a murderer? They did it. Stop trying to sugarcoat things, bruv. There's nothing that you can possibly say to sugarcoat it. Now, I tried to give you guys, a way out. What I mean by that, I literally done the research for you guys, okay? For however many years, yeah, you've been getting this onslaught, this attack, right? I don't know how long you've been going in, getting this attack, right? And none of you guys were able to come up with any form of response that merits some form of credit. None of you lot could do it. None of you lot couldn't do it. But then I come along, I show you basically that no, fam, this hadith is actually, I'm not even talking from my perspective or from a historical perspective or from an academic in terms of Orientalist perspective. I'm going through your own science of hadith, okay? I'm utilizing your own methodology, right? And I pretty much dismantled that hadith. I even gave you the reasons as to why, this got muddled up. I gave you all of that, right? But yet you still want to attack me for trying to clear the prophet's name, right? And I keep saying it. It's you guys that keep insulting, denigrating, and dishonoring the prophet. I come along and I clear the prophet's name, but you're still going to attack me, right? I'm lost for words, right? And it's not even just that. Like, that's bad enough as it is. But then what do you guys go ahead and do? You guys try to throw, yeah. Oh man, you lot tried to throw Imam Ali's name underneath the bus. You lot tried to throw Fatima, let me just Bibi's Fatima underneath the bus. Zahra Fatima underneath the. How dare Jim? How dare you? And then you want to, like, I swear, yeah, this sectarian point scoring, yeah, is mad. It's actually mad. Like, it's bad enough that the whole world, yeah, has got this, particular viewpoint of the prophet. But then you wanted to bring other members of the prophet's family into the mix, yeah, to say, look at that, call them a pedophile as well. freaking, like, you lot have no shame, you have no honor, and you lot don't have no respect, right? I could never, like, the wickedest thing is here, and listen, I'm coming here to clear up this nonsense as well, you know. Remember this, yeah, this is a non-Muslim that's doing this for you. Where you have Muslim, and you wonder why I go so ham on Muslims, bro. You lot don't understand. It upsets my freaking heart. It upsets my heart, you know. Like, it upsets my heart. It upsets my heart. Fair enough if everybody else is doing it, right? Because they have a negative, you know, appraisal of these people. They're outside of the tradition. But you, as a person inside of the tradition, you wanted to say this. You actually wanted, I'm talking to you now, brother Hajji. You wanted me to say that Ali is a pedophile. You actually wanted me, willfully wanted me to do that of my own volition. Can you imagine? What type of nasabi is that, fam? You nawasib. Listen, yeah, I'm gonna tear this up, son. All right, I'm gonna have to be real with you. Yeah, now I apologize here to everybody else who's watching and who's not really interested in this, you know, Muslim, you know, polemic arguments and so forth. Yeah, but I have to do this, right? I actually have to do this, all right, because it's really a must. It's a sad state of affair, yeah, that I have to keep coming in, yeah, and clearing up the nonsense that these particular Sunni, Salafi, Deobandis, whatever they are, right, are keep throwing out there, and I have to come in and clear it up. And most people are about, Kalam, why are you clearing it up? Like, most people don't understand, yeah, that if you ask any, you know, any supposed Kemet or people of, you know, who belong to the Kemetic philosophy, or if they're, especially they're part of a temple school system, right? If they're part of a temple school system, there is no way that they can dishonor any of, you know, the biblical prophets. There is no way that they can even dishonor the Quranic prophet as well. All right, even in terms of Orientalists, in terms of like the Buddhists and all them things, there we don't do it. We acknowledge them. We acknowledge the great sages and prophets of the past. We acknowledge them. They had a place, time and place in history. We respect them. We honor them. You dig what I'm saying? Most of us are coming from a tradition where it talks about, you know, our family, you know, are coming from, how can I put it? Are coming from Ahlul Bayt. Like, we have that tradition. We have that natural respect and honor. That's why it's so mad. Yeah, sometimes you see black people, you know, non-Muslims at Speaker's Corner defending Muslims, because some of us, we know our history and our heritage, all right? And we find it natural to defend such people. But stop defending them when they're rascal wrong, yeah? Stick to truth, stick to ma'ad, yeah? Stick to that. Don't defend people, defend principles, right? So I ain't defending anything but the principle of it. So let's get into this, right? So you had this, you know, can I say no? You had this individual, yeah, called what's his name now? Yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter, innit? Because it doesn't matter. So you had this individual, you know, talking about, look, you know, the Shias, like yes, Fatima was 9 years of age. Are you sure about this? Yes. It's even inside of Sunni books that they're 9 years of age. Yes. Okay. I'm saying I've read that she was 18, brother. She was 18. Like, I'm pretty sure that there is narrations that she could possibly be 9, but I've read that she's 18. So I can't say that, you know, he had sexual relationships with a 9-year-old. As far as I know, I can only speak upon what I know, my knowledge base, the information that I've vetted, the sources and so forth. All I know, she's 18, right? And somehow you lot are completely blank to this. And I always wonder why you lot blank to this. Like, you lot are supposedly great, you know, students of knowledge. You've got, you know, sheikhs that's been to Medina University, studied, you know, and so forth. But none of you guys know this? None of you guys know this? No. Okay. I smell bias. I smell academic dishonesty. And I smell straight lies. Yeah. That's what I smell. Anyway, I'm gonna be real with you. So anyways, let me actually get into the meat of this. I haven't really prepared that much, to be honest with you. I did have some stuff that I did want to present before, but let me actually get into this, okay? So today, okay, they had a presentation, okay, that was aired today. I think it was filmed last night. And on there, let me actually give it to you, actually, so you guys can actually watch it yourselves if you so choose. Let me screen share, baby. Screen share. All right. So over here, you know, you have, you know, this brother trying to go in, and let's just quickly hear what he has to say. Let me just see if I can play.
She was 11 years old, 3 years after her death happened, okay. 18 years old, years of age,
okay.
and 11 months.
Sorry, let me normalize it. Let's see.
Yes, so 18 years old.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, that's it. بعد
Let's see if we can start from, I don't know. So we got this anyway.
the history of the birth, the date or the history of the of the birth and the death of the Ahlul Bayt, and it's been narrated from his sheikh. So his sheikh. When he mentions in Arabic shuyukhi, so his shuyukh. So you have to remember he's doing a naqal of his shuyukh. So he's taking it exactly. It's transmitted. Okay, so sheikh, carry on. So he says يرفعه عن أبي جعفر محمد بن علي. So it's been obviously narrated back to Abu Ja'far Muhammad ibn Ali.
Come on.
قال ولدت فاطمة بعدما أظهر الله نبوة نبيه وأنزل عليه الوحي بخمس سنين. Okay, that's it. بعد.
Okay, so she was born 5 years after the Prophet's proclamation.
When the nubuwah was revealed. Yeah. And how long after? Come on. And the wahi came up to him when she was وأنزل عليه الوحي بخمس سنين. Yeah, 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. So 5 years after the wahi, the Fatima radiallahu anha was born. So keep that in mind. Okay.
Keep it in mind.
5 years after the wahi. Now, if you go by the Gregorian calendar, the wahi came in 610 after Hijri. 610 after Hijri.
Yep.
So she was born 5 years after.
Yep.
Roughly say 615. 616 after the Hijrah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, you made your point. Let's see if you call any more sources. 5
years after the Hijrah.
Let's see. Let's just get some more sources so we can give you. Let's quickly go back.
Time gap between the Prophet's Bi'atha. Bi'atha means when the revelation was given, and the birth of Fatima.
Come on.
So we've got the calculation there, and obviously he's going to go through the calculation properly in English. Then, if you go a bit more further down, same paragraph, just down. Yeah, just a little down. It says, وَوَلَدَتْ الْحَسَنَ وَلَا.
Okay, let me. Come on, I want you to at least drop a few sources.
Deceptive and slippery you are. So there's no point. Leave you to one side.
Yeah.
2, the Rawafid. She was 5 years old when the Prophet had his revelation. 5 years old. And she gave birth to Hassan.
Come on, man. You talk too long, man. I was reading for the sources.
So that maybe you should know.
Let's get to the sources.
After of Fatima.
Aha, there we go. Second source.
Surah Al-Kafi. Okay? So in the Surah Al-Kafi, under the chapter of Fatima, the birth, this is under Kitab Hujjah, and it's here, right here. But مولد الزهراء فاطمة عليه السلام, to the birth of Fatima عليه السلام. He says ولدت فاطمة عليها وعلى بعلها السلام بعد مبعث رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ب5 سنين. 5 again. You get that again? Yeah. It's the first page. So you read that again. I'm gonna read that. Thing is, what's the difference between them? Nothing. There's not. In terms of. Oh, sorry. So Surah Al-Kafi. This special one is توفي سنة 693, and he passed away. Al-Kafi, he died. Mr. Kalam, not Kafi. It doesn't say that he died in the 3rd to 4th century. I know. So this one was earlier. So you can see he hasn't met him. Hasn't met him? No, of course not. Okay, so he hasn't met him. Oh yeah, there's some donkey narration. Oh yeah, I get that. No. But the thing is, watch how. Sorry,
family. I just want to make sure that you don't get.
Okay. So you read that first. Now let me read mine. Then you read yours. Okay. So this is bad. مولد الزهراء فاطمة عليه السلام. But that is homework that he's done. I'm so proud of him.
MashaAllah.
ولد فاطمة عليها وعلى بعلها السلام بعد مبعث رسول الله ب5 سنين. So that we got there. So Sheikh, what does بعلها mean? So as Sheikh, is it progeny? بعلها. Yeah. The people, her household. Yes. So 5 years. Sheikh, you read now. So he says the same thing here. So he says, so ولدت فاطمة بعدما أظهر الله نبوة نبيه وأنزل عليه الوحي ب5 سنين. So 5 years.
Okay, cool.
After wahi. Okay, now he mentions وتوفيت ولها 18 سنة و75 يوما. So she passed away at 18 years old and 75 days. What does he say there? He says the same thing. He says وتوفيت ولها 18 سنة و75 يوما. Just to let you know, before Hijri, people used to remember dates with events. That's why whoever the Sheikh is from the Shias, he says وقريش تبنى البيت. Things of moment like عام الفيل, عام الحزن. So this is referencing back at the time when the Bayt was being. So you can also go and check that out as well. Inshallah. So now we've confirmed, and now we need to read this one again. I'll read this. So Fatima was 18 years old when she passed away, and this is 5 saying 5 years after Wahi. Okay, so 5 years after Wahi, and yeah. So we will now go into the marriage later on.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're all good. Like you're all seeing it, you're all catching it. Let me know if you're not seeing it. Yep. You lot seen it? Phone intervention poster. All right, cool. So yeah. You're loving it. You've seen it. Yeah. All right, cool. So anyways, now let me deal with this now. So now, they come to bring this up to say, yes, look, the Shias, believe that Fatima was 9 years of age and so forth and so forth and and I'm like, cool, all right. Now, that is definitely one opinion within inside of the Shia school of thought, right? I'm not even going to take that away from you, my brother. That is definitely one opinion inside the Shia school of thought. Let me just quickly show you as well what I'm talking about, okay? So, I'm going to go right now to Al-Islam. Yeah, this is one of the most prominent Shia websites out there. Yeah, like big. Like you can learn a lot from this website if you just scroll through it. Right. So what the brothers are saying are not a lie as well. I'm actually going to confirm it for you. Right. So, Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet, peace be upon him and his family, Fatima was born in 615 and died in 632. Right. All right. That will make her 18 years and 75 days when she died in Medina. Right. Some say 75 or whatever. Okay, so what they're bringing up, I'm not going to say it's false. Okay, I'm going to tell you, yep, that is reported in those books, right? But what they fail to actually, bring up is that there is actually a difference of opinion. Okay, and I'm going to show you the difference of opinion. So again, this is the same Al-Islam website, and look what it says here. Here it goes. Hazrat Fatima was born 5 years before Bayt, when Muhammad, peace be upon him, was about 35 years old, and her mother, Khadija, was about 50 years old. She has many titles, Zahra, Lady of Light, etc., etc. Okay, so as we can see here, for those of you guys who understand this or who understands a little bit of, Islam and the verbiage and the, the jargon that's being utilized, okay, there is something called ikhtilaf. Okay, ikhtilaf. Ikhtilaf literally means a difference, okay? There is a slight difference of opinion, right? So one of them is saying that she was born 5 years before prophethood, and the other one is saying she's born 5 years after prophethood, right? And that difference, is a big 10 years difference, okay? So what I mean by that is, so basically, Fatima would have been either 18 to 19, right, when she supposedly married Ali, or she could have been 9 years old when she married Ali. All right, that is basically the difference of opinion. Okay, so there's two opinions within inside the Shia school of thought, right? So please don't come down on the Shias to say, yeah, why didn't you stick up for Aisha when you said it was 9 years old? Maybe because that school or that Shia or those Shias don't hold the opinion that she was 9 years of age. Some of them may hold, look, she could have been 19 or 18 years of age based upon the difference, okay? Based upon the time difference of when she was born, right? So please, stop it. Stop with your disingenuity. Stop it, right? This is alislam.org. Y'all can't say I'm lying. I'm providing you the sources. Both Shia websites, okay, are saying two different things, right? And we're going to go into there and we're going to actually show you which one, okay, according to the science of Hadith, would be considered to be the most authentic or authoritative report, right? I'm going to show you that, because you're incapable of being objective. You're incapable of actually doing a chronological analysis or a comparative analysis or historical comparative analysis. You're incapable of doing such things. Why? Because you're on this sectarian divide nonsense. You're not there for the truth. You're there to make one particular sect look bad. Most people think that I'm with the Shias because I'm against the Sunnis, or I'm with the Shias because I don't know what reason. I'm just saying, fam, when I look at the Shias and I see how they conduct themselves, look at their behavior compared to your behavior, right? That is why I back my Shia brothers who are at the park. Look at what they're saying. Look at the content of their speech. Listen to what they're saying. Who is upon haq and who is upon batil, right? It's clear as day. That is the reason why I say Haq Ya Ali. That's the reason why I say the Shia man them, salute to you guys, because there are some truth. You, on the other hand, I can't even say that. And that's the next reason why I even support, the Salafi brothers such as the Sunnah Dawah team, okay? Such as Shamsi, such as Anwar, such as Yunus, right? Because when they speak with ilm, they speak with knowledge, right? And that's why I respect them. That's the only reason why I respect these individuals, right? Because of their knowledge and because the way that they conduct themselves. Unfortunately, you guys can't do that. Unfortunately, you guys are what I consider to be munafiq, right? You're preaching one thing, but doing another thing, right? That is what you guys are upon. The Prophet said, right, on the day of judgment, you're going to be weighed what? Based upon your adhab, based upon your akhlaq, based upon your manners, the way you conduct yourself. And of course, la ilaha illallah. All right? This is what you're going to be judged upon. And when I see your akhlaq, when I see your manners, when I see the way you behave, trying to dominate conversations, trying to bully people, trying to intimidate people, trying to slander people, trying to shout derogatory names and all sorts, I can't support you, brothers. Trust me. You lot on straight batil. You lot on the way to hellfire, in my opinion. All right? Anyways, let me continue with this now. So I'm going to actually show you. So right now, we've just established that there's ikhtilaf, right? There's ikhtilaf. Now, because you guys are so like, blank, you lot don't understand how to do comparative analysis, right? And let me quickly show you something, actually, just to show you that this is something that is done, okay? Let me just show you real quickly, yeah? When there is something called a conflict in hadith, okay? There's a conflict in hadith, meaning one hadith is saying one thing and the next hadith is saying something completely different, okay? And it's in contradiction of each other. All right. Or it might just go against your reasoning, or it may go against the Quran, or it just may go against science. Right. We now have to analyze that hadith. It's nothing new that I'm saying. You can go into your science of hadith books and it teaches you all of this. Look, everything I've just said. Look. Look, a mushkil. This one is a mushkil al-hadith, okay? May also be due to an apparent conflict between a hadith and a Quranic text, or with human experience, or with natural science. Everything I'm going to say, I don't speak out of my own mouth. I make sure I speak with facts, right? So when there is this conflict there's a conflict going on, or there's ikhtilaf, what do you do? What do you do? All right? It's either two things. You either try to reconcile them, if they can't, or if it can't be reconciled, you don't reconcile it, you reconcile it. What do you do? So after that point, there is four things that you can do, right? The four things are what? Number one, you try to reconcile. That doesn't work. Number two, okay, it's either one abrogates the other. One is either chronologically older than the other one. So therefore, it's not actually in contradiction. It's just that one talks about something that happened before and the one talks about something afterwards, and the Prophet may have abrogated the thing that happened before. So it's not really contradictory. It's just different chronological order. All right. Number three, what can you do? Number three, sugar. Even though I'm losing myself. Let me actually try to remember. Anyway, number three, for example, okay, you can actually say, let's do a preference game. I'm going to choose this hadith over that hadith. But you must have good, substantial reasoning or rationale as to why you're going to choose one over the other. Or the fourth thing that you can do is suspend judgment, right? You suspend judgment. Wait till you get a bit more information, maybe, yeah? All right, now, everything, okay, is literally in here. We can bring out the hadith book, look, al-Tarish. We can bring out all things here, okay? But now, okay, I'm going to say to you, guess what, okay? This cannot be reconciled. Why can't it be reconciled? Because there is too much of a gap. There's a 10 years gap. There's one that's saying she was born 5 years before prophethood, and there's one that's saying she was born 5 years afterwards. So if we really analyze that, we realize that, hold on, that could definitely not be reconciled with each other. We can try different ways. There's other authors that have spoken on this and tried different ways to reconcile, but it's not based upon any evidence of the text, right? They're using their own reasoning and trying to, say this and that, and it's all faulty and flawed, right? I don't even have no time to do no grand expose on that. The second thing that you can do is say that one abrogates the other. Well, technically speaking, you can't abrogate a person's date of birth. It's either it happens once and once only, right? So there's no way you can abrogate it. Okay, we can choose to suspend judgment, but why? Let's actually do the research, okay? And what we can do right now is to utilize something called preference, right? And I'll tell you why I'm going to utilize preference, okay? And because we're going to analyze the hadiths and we're going to see why. And this is how you do it, okay? Al-Sayuti gave us the usul, gave us the principles or the grounds, the foundations, yeah, of how to utilize preference. And let me just quickly show you. Let me. Shall I read it out? I'll read it out just in case. Okay. Number one, conditions of the narrators, which refer to a variety of factors such as the knowledge of the narrators, their ages, their retentiveness, and their number, if there be many. Proximity, all otherwise, to the source, and the manner in which the narrators received the information himself and then transmitted it to others, and so forth. Actually, no, this is going to be long. This is going to be long, actually, but I will try to, home in on some key things over here. Preference by reference to the ruling, prohibition, takes preference over permissibility, and so forth. So there's a lot of things, okay, that we can actually read into and find out. You could choose the Madini's hadith over the Meccan hadiths and so forth. There's a lot of different things that you can do, yeah, in terms of choosing one hadith over another, right? There's all of that. There's all of that. But I'm going to show you, yeah, how the conflict actually originated. And I'm going to actually prove to you, okay, today that no, she actually was 18, okay? She was 18. And you know what's funny? When I listened to this here, let me see if I can grab this, yeah? Hold on.
Right, exactly 6:50, the Hajji 6:22.
Hold on. Let's see. I wish I actually done this here from beforehand, because this was funny. The sheikh here was like, the sheikh was like, let's see.
10 years of age. So she was 10 years of age. Whatever the case, is still going in between 9 and it. You get it? But we're not off by a long distance. We're not off because we're by the probability aspect. You will see 11 years old because she only died at 8. She passed away just for the sake of argument. If you feel like it won't be that much of a difference. Everything will still fall in her early teens. Before her teens, 9, 10, or 11. So I'll end at that. I'm sure, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. But all we're saying is, did I have to bring this out for you to defend the Prophet? Are you smoking the good comments regarding Ali? Putting all sorts of fatwa. You're talking about fatwa, don't worry.
I thought it was in there. I thought it was in there.
The Sheikh is going, we're studying, we're back to studies again.
I thought it was in there.
No more from 6:15 to 6:22 or 6:23, she would have been either 7 or 8 years old. She would have been 7 or 8 years old. 2 years after, it was no more than 9 or 10. But this collaborates with everybody in Kashmir. When she passed
pissed. Anyways, yeah, in there, the sheikh basically goes like, "Oh, where did they get that? She's 18 from? Where did she get that? This 18 from?" Like, and they even played back my video. This Cov FF, yeah, literally uploaded the video, yeah, where I'm telling him, and he doesn't do the research. I'm like, "Yo, fam, you can go into Ibn Sa'd, right? You can go into Ibn Sa'd and you can see the Tabakat, right? Let me just quickly show this to you. Let me do this to you, actually. Let me just embarrass you, yeah, because you want to come with it's 18. Let's just show you something. Look, this is Bukhari, This is Bukhari. In the little footnote section, what does Bukhari say about the age of Aisha, right? The age of Fatima. There is some difference of opinion regarding the date of Ali's marriage with Fatima. Tabari mentions a report according to which the marriage took place in Safar 2AH, that is before the Battle of Badr. But it can be assumed that he refers only to the formal wedding ceremony, Ahd, and not to the actual consummation of marriage. This appears to be confirmed by a report to the effect that the marriage was consummated in Dhul Hijjah 2AH, Ibn Sa'd, Tabakat, Volume 8. Page 13 explicitly states that it was consummated after the Muslims returned from Badr. Fatima was then how old? How old? How old? How old? How old? And funny, 18 years old, yeah? All right, cool, say nothing. But you don't know this now. You don't know, don't know. Everyone that Fatima is 18 years old, you little cadab. All right. Anyways, let's go actually to let's quickly go over into Ibn Sa'd's Tabakat. Actually, before I actually do that, let me quickly give you some background information here, because most people, they're not historians. They don't actually read historically. So let me quickly do this, yeah? Let me quickly do this. Most people, okay, don't understand in terms of, the chronology of Islam and the literature and when it arose and so forth, right? So this right here is actually a list of extant literature, okay, produced by the Muslim world, so to speak, all right? So we have, the Prophet right there, okay? Right there, right there, right there, right there, right. Yep. All right. Now this is the Abbasid revolution. Okay, okay. So I'm using somebody else's work. They've prepared this already, right? So, anyways, yeah, you've got over here, yeah, one of the earliest extant works, okay, of the Muwatta by Malik ibn Anas, who actually died in 796, right? Then you have Waqidi, Muhammad ibn Umar, I think, yeah, died in 822. Abdul Rasaki's Musannaf was 827. Ibn Shams edition of Ibn Saq's Sirah Rasulullah, okay, was 833. Then you got Ibn Sa'd Tabakat, which was in 845, the great Tabakat, all right, 845. This is prior to anything that you can find much later on. It's going to be prior to Kalani's Kalani's Al-Kafi. It's going to be prior to anything that the brother is actually citing, right? So I'm going to give you the earliest account of Bibi Fatima, the earliest account of Imam Ali. I'm going to give you the earliest account. You can't really, nope. In terms of the collection, I don't believe you can get anything earlier than this, right? That's extant right now today. That is the earliest. And let me show you what it says in there, okay? And I'm kind of baffled as to why you don't know this information. Really baffled as to why you really don't. So anyways, okay. So as you can see here, all right. So this is a hadith by Muhammad ibn Umar from Abu Bakr, from who else is in there? Yahya, from Abu Ja'far. Okay, shouts out to you. I should really say peace be upon him as well, you know. So anyway, there was an account here. There was basically an account, okay. It's right. Should I even go into this? Yeah, I should go into this. Okay, so there's an account here. Unfortunately, this is like Google Translate that's messing it up. So I'll read the Google Translate, but I'll give you what it actually says, right? So it says here that Abbas, okay, entered on Ali ibn Abi Talib, okay, and Fatima. Okay, and she was saying at this point, okay, it says here, I'm teeth of you, but really and truly she's saying, I'm older than you, okay? She's saying that, they were arguing about who is the oldest, right? And she's saying, I'm older than you. But Abbas comes in and says, no, you, O Fatima, was born when Quraysh was building the Kaaba, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, was 35 years old. But you, O Ali, were born years earlier, okay? All right, so this is what Ibn Sa'd's Tabakat is saying, okay? So in there, it's telling you that you was born when the Quraysh was building the Kaaba. When was the Quraysh building the Kaaba, you may ask? Boom, boom, boom. According to Ibn Kathir in his Sirah, okay, he says, on Quraysh having rebuilt the Kaaba 5 years before the coming of prophethood. You can find the same thing within inside of Ibn Ishaq's. It says here, the Quraysh decided to rebuild the Kaaba when the apostle was 35 years of age. 35 years of age, okay? So it's basically the same thing that's going on, right? So we know, okay, she was born, according to this, yeah, when the prophet was 35 years old, and supposedly the prophet received his revelation when he was 40, right? That would equals 5 years before prophethood, right? This is one of the accounts coming from Abu Ja'far, right there. What does that prove? That proves there is a conflicting account, okay? Because in Al-Kafi, okay, Al-Kafi, let me quickly give it to you for those of you who don't know. Yeah, there's a conflicting account. Look, right here from Habib al-Sijistani, who said the following: I heard Abu Ja'far saying Fatima, daughter of the Prophet, was born 5 years after he proclaimed to be the messenger of Allah. Okay, as you can see, and this is in Al-Kafi, but it's graded as Hassan by Majlisi, right? We can see here there is a conflicting account. Both of these narrations its origination is from Abu Ja'far, right? But Abu Ja'far, in the earliest narration in Ibn Sa'd's Tabakat, right? It's saying she was born 5 years prior, okay, to the prophethood of the Messenger of Allah, right? But in Al-Kafi, let me quickly see, when was Al-Kafi written? I'm pretty sure it was like 932 or something like that. Let me quickly bring that up. Sorry about this, family. That's how you know, yeah, my research game is strong out here, G. It's strong. Here it goes. Oh, sorry, 941, okay? Abu Ja'far Muhammad ibn Yaqub ibn Ishaq al-Kulaini al-Razi, okay? He died in 941, okay? So 941, author of Al-Kafi, right? So we're seeing, okay, one predates the other, right? Ibn Sa'd's Tabakat predates, and it says it was 5 years before the prophethood, right? We've even got another narration, right? Another narration that I'm going to give to you right now is from, okay, Abu Bashir Muhammad ibn Ahmed ibn Hamid bin Sa'id ibn Muslim Ansari al-Dalabi al-Rasi, okay? 923, okay, 923. This is still predating, you know, Khulaini's Al-Kafi. What does it say in there? Okay, said Muhammad ibn Umar told me by Ibn Abi Sabra, Yahya ibn, anyways, it carries on. This is like, I believe it's a Google Translate again. I should really translate in English for you. From Abu Ja'far said, Abbas entered Ali ibn Abi Talib and Fatima, Messenger of Allah, the daughter, sorry, this is girl here, but it's really daughter of the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him. And one of them says to his companion, I'm bigger. So really truly it's going to be, I'm older. Okay. She's saying, I'm older. He said, Abbas said, she was born. Anyways, let me quickly go to the Arabic actually. Let me see. Okay, so basically you have you know, Fatima saying here basically, I'm older, okay? I'm older. So he said, so Abbas said basically that you know, oh Fatima, you was born, sorry, let me quickly read. Okay, oh Ali, sorry, so you, oh Ali, was born you know, basically before, okay? You was born before, okay? The Quraysh was building the house, okay, or the Kaaba, basically the house basically is the Kaaba. All right, and let's quickly see. So you was born years before the Quraysh was building the house, okay? And let's quickly get it up. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so you was born years before the Quraysh was building the house, okay? And you, Fatima, was basically born when the Quraysh was building the house, all right? And the Prophet then was 35 years of age, right? Was 35 years of age. All right. So the Prophet was what? The Prophet was what? 35 years of age, or 35 years old, right? And this was 5 years, okay? And this was 5 years before Nabuwa, or before prophethood basically came. All right, so this is 5 years. So it's saying here Fatima was born 5 years prior. All right, 5 years prior to the prophethood. So as you can see, we have two narrations, okay, from Abu Ja'far, yeah, that's basically saying that Fatima was born 5 years prior, okay, 5 years prior to prophethood. But then when we come all the way down now to Khulaini, okay, in Al-Kafi, from another chain of narration that goes back to Abu Ja'far, we're seeing that it's 5 years afterwards. Now, you know, I'm no great muhaddith of the 21st century. You know, you love to say the great muhaddith of the 21st century, but anybody with common sense can clearly see, okay, we have two hadiths from the same man, okay, saying 5 years before, and then we have another narration saying 5 years after. The common denomination is 5 years of all three hadiths, right? Okay, where the difference is the wording of bad and qabl. Bad and qabl, meaning one is saying before, sorry, one is saying after, one is saying before. Why don't you think quite possibly somebody made either a mistake, a scribal error in either saying, you know, basically saying after the prophet, after 5 years? Why can't you say that was a scribal error? 5 years was a scribal error afterwards. No, we can't say that. Why can't we say that the memory of this person or somebody messed up in the narrations, you have to say 5 years afterwards rather than saying 5 years before? Because all of the earliest narration, okay, from Abu Ja'far is saying 5 years before. But anyways, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, are we? Because I guess we don't know any science of hadith. I was going to give you a long drawn out, comparative analysis and see and go through the chains and all them things there. But it's pointless. It's a waste of my time, to be honest with you. Anybody can see this if you're wanting to view this. But let's just say I'm being biased. Let's carry on. Let's go back into Ibn Sa'd's Tabaqat, right? Let's quickly go back into Ibn Sa'd's Tabaqat, right? So that's one narration, yeah, to say that she was born 5 years before the prophethood, right? That's one narration. Again, let's go into Ibn Sa'd's Tabaqat. Second narration, okay? Tell us, Omar, from Mama told us, sorry, Al-Zuri. Let me just quickly change this, Al-Zuri. My apologies, Al-Zuri. Okay. Al-Zuri, about, sorry. This is Urwa. Okay. That Fatima, apologies, I'm just doing this off the fly, innit? Like, this is just too easy. That Fatima died after the Prophet, peace be upon him, 6 months. Muhammad ibn Umar said he died on the night of Tuesday for 3 days after Ramadan, the year of 11. And she is the daughter, and she basically died at the age of 29 years or so. All right. So basically, and she is a woman who, or girl or offspring, yeah, of, was this here? Tissa wa ishrin. Okay, Tissa wa ishrin. What does that say? 29 years. Okay, 29 years. Like right here, sanna. You can't escape it. Or so, okay, or thereabouts. Okay, she was 29 years of age when she died. 29 years of age when she died. 29 years of age. 29 years of age. So far, there is 3 sets of hadiths that's confirming that she was born 5 years prior to prophethood. Okay, let's continue, because I'm not stopping there. Because this is just too easy. This is just light work for me. This is real light work. Okay, because you've never heard this information before. You've never heard it before. Where are you getting this that she was 18 years of age? Where are you getting this from? No. Anyways, let me continue. Last narration that I'm actually going to drop on you guys. Okay, so again, we got again from Abdullah ibn Muhammad ibn Umar ibn Ali, told me about, on the authority of his father. So again, we got another member of Ahlul Bayt, okay? Another member of Ahlul Bayt, another offspring of Ali ibn Talib, yeah? Is now telling you what age she was. Before, remember, we had Abu Ja'far, yeah? Abu Ja'far, which is another, member, Muhammad ibn al-Bakr, I think his name is Muhammad ibn Ali. I can't remember his name actually. Al-Bakr. He told you what age he is. Okay, that's a member of Ahlul Bayt. He's telling you the age. Now let's quickly go. And actually, is everybody with me? Is everybody following me? Is everybody following me? I could have like locked off and you lot don't even know. Let me know. Let me know you lot following me so far. Sugar. Am I still live? Oh man, I don't even know. All right, anyways, I'll continue. I don't mind if I'm just talking out of my nyash. All right, anyways, so it continues. Okay, it says here, said Ali ibn Abi Talib, let me actually go to see. Okay, so Ali ibn Abi Talib. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, Ali ibn Talib. Okay, so the marriage. Okay, so yeah, Ali ibn Abi Talib married the daughter. Ali ibn Abi Talib married Fatima, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, in Rajab after the Prophet, peace be upon him. The city, entered the city, okay, 5 months and built by reference from Badr. Okay, anyways, like this is Google Translate. I should really just translate from Arabic here, yeah, but that's all long. Anyways, yeah, so it says here, Fatima was on that day which Ali consummated. Let me do this. Consummated. So let me just quickly change that around. Okay, so Fatima was okay. Let me quickly read this. Sorry, and Fatima was on that day consummated with Ali. Okay, she was 18 years old. Okay, cool. So, anyways, it basically says here, and Fatima, when Ali consummated the marriage with Fatima, she was 18 years old. Okay, 18 years old. Look at that. Look at that. She was a girl, 18 years of age. All right. Let me know if you can see that in it. Let me know. Let me know in it. Let me know. I'm just gonna pause right there. Pause, son. Pause. Pause. 18 years old, yeah? All right. Say none. Say none. How many sources is that now? That's 4 sources, right? 4 sources. All confirming that she was 18 years of age. Yeah? All right. Cool. Say none. Say none. 18 years. I'm just going to leave it there for you lot to know, innit? Like 18 years of age, yeah? All right. Cool. Say none, innit? Say none. Say none. Say none. All right. I'm going to leave it there like that. Okay. So as we can see, yeah, we have narrations to show that she was 18 years of age. We have one narration, right? One. Even though you got this over here in Bukhari, but I'm not going to count that, right? So you have this one narration that's graded Hassan, right? In Al-Kafi, right? We also, on the next page of Al-Kafi, he basically reiterates the same thing as well, right? Okay, so you have this one narration, okay, from this particular chain that's saying that she's 9. Shias know this, that's why there's a difference of opinion. But for some strange reason, you're not bringing this up. You're not bringing this up. You went to the fact that you had to even go into your own Sirah books, okay, to show that she was 9 years of age in your own Sunni Sirah books, right? But yet you don't have the capacity to go to the oldest book written on the different generations and whether they're trustworthy or not trustworthy, or a short biography of them to show you that, no, she was 18. So you're going to basically take this narration that comes roughly 150 years later. Okay, let's just take this narration that comes 150 years later, and let's not actually do any type of studies or hadith studies on it. Let's just take it. What does Kalani say? What does Kalani say when he wrote his Al-Kafi? What does he say? I want to show you something here, because you must think that the Shias here are moving like you guys. The Shias don't move like you guys, They don't say everything in Al-Kafi is Sahih, I'm pretty sure, Al-Kafi basically says, I'm gathering everything for you guys. Yeah? Let me quickly see. I'm pretty sure. Let me quickly do this. Okay. This is it. Most Shia scholars do not make any assumption about the authenticity of a hadith book. Most believe that there are no Sahih hadith books that are completely reliable. Hadith books are compiled by fallible people, and thus realistically they inevitably have a mixture of strong and weak hadiths. Kalani himself stated in his preface that he only collected hadiths he thought were important and sufficient for Muslims to know, and he left the verification of these hadiths to later scholars. Kalani also states in reference to hadiths, whatever hadith agrees with the book of God, the Quran, accept it, and whatever contradicts it, reject it. That sounds like some Jafar al-Sadiq type of thoughts right there. Yeah? So, brother, I've got a question for you. I really do. All right. So the information that you brought up here is not really hujjah. It's not really like strong at all. Like it's pretty weak. It's really, really weak. Let me actually go even do a little bit further with you, right? And let me just show you how weak it is. Okay. Here you go. Okay, so I believe this is like, yeah, so you even have other Shias, yeah, that's actually done. Let me quickly go into this. Anyways, yeah, if you go into this, yeah, okay, so anyways, as you can see here, look, you have, Fatima, you have all of this good stuff here. And, it now talks about the birth of Fatima, okay, and that it was after, the Prophet received, revelation, or is prophesied by 5 years. Okay, so we have that here. Okay, and it says that, and she died. And the Quaresha was what? Building the house. Okay. Now, all of the narrations that have come down, he basically talks about all of the narrations that have come down. Yeah, includes that basically they were building the house. The Quaresha were building the house. Anybody that knows anything, right? Anybody that knows anything, if you couple these two evidences together, yeah, you understand the Quraysh built, okay, this is mainstream accepted. There is difference of opinions, but it's never after revelation. It's always prior to revelation, right? So you have this, yeah, mainstream accepts, yeah, that the house was built by the Quraysh, yeah. Look, the Quraysh, yeah, was built this house, yeah, built the Kaaba 5 years prior to revelation. You have that grand story. Yes. And then the prophet, they were all arguing as who to build, like, who would, put the black stone in his place and all that great stuff. And then they came up with a decision of how they will choose of what will happen next. And then at that point, the prophet was walking through the door and they said, yes, yeah, Mustafa al-Amin, yes. Yes, this chosen man of ours, this trustworthy man of ours, right? Give us the remedy to this situation. This all happened 5 years prior to prophethood. All happened 5 years prior to prophethood. But no, let's just don't see that the author or somebody has made a mistake. Instead of saying before, they've said after. All of the evidence is pointing to before. One place has one mistake. Instead of saying Kabul, instead of saying prior, it says bad. It says after. But no. We're not going to do that. We're just going to lose our brains and go for something that's completely weak. And I'm sorry, because I know some of my Shias might believe that this was afterwards. And I'm going to say, like, if this was afterwards, right, this was the time the prophet was being persecuted. This was the time that, what was happening? Sorry, the Sahabas were migrating to Abyssinia. This was going on, like people were, almost being tortured and so forth, right? Like, show us, like, give us some narrations where it says in the year 5 of prophethood, everybody was so happy that Bibi Fatima was born. Everybody was so elated that, a child was born to the prophet. She is like the miracle child or something like that. Like, there's no narrations like that within inside of Sunni books, like, at all, that I'm aware of. You let me know. I know when Ibrahim was born, peace be upon him. Like, I know when Ibrahim was born, it was like a, everybody spoke about it. There's loads of hadith about, Ibrahim being born from the Coptic woman, the Egyptian woman. Everybody was talking about this. This was the child that was born into prophethood. Everybody was talking about it. But what's going on with Fatima? Peace be upon her. What's going on? Nobody ain't talking about that. Why is that? Because she was born prior. It's so simple. But anyways, I'll keep my mouth quiet. I'll keep my mouth quiet for now. I'm actually going to invite any questions to the audience. Oh, sugar, I didn't even share my screen. Oh, sorry. Before when I was talking about, Fatima, and I was saying basically, she was born, and it basically says that she was basically born, after the prophethood and so forth. 5 years after the prophethood, and this was the time when the Quraysh was building, the house or the Kaaba. Okay, and I was basically saying like, yeah, look, it's right here, like this right here. This is all Shia stuff. Like, they have a whole argumentation as to, what's wrong with it and so forth. Like, so it's all there. Like, I'm just showing you my evidence, just in case that anybody wants to go and fact check me. All right. So yeah. I even had to go, actually, the funny thing is, yeah, I even had to bring up the Arabic of the Ibn Sa'd. I know some of you guys, you've seen me waving around my Ibn Sa'd, the Women of Medina and so forth. It's quite a good book. Like, it's quite cheap. I got my one for cheap, like, time ago. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen. You can get this, like, if you want to read this in English. So just making sure that my English audience can actually, jump on this. If you actually wanted to fact check, Tabakat, there you go. Okay, there you go. There you go. I don't even want to show you. Say, I have to go to the next thing. It's only £7, £8. I know I got mine for, like, technically I got my one for free, but you can get yours for like £9. Like, £7, but in postage and packaging, it's going to be like £9 right here. It's quite a good book. How many pages? 336 pages. All the information that I've spoken around about today in terms of the Ibn Sa'd narrations, it's all in here. It clearly shows you that Fatima was 18 years of age. It's all in here. It's all in here. Okay? All in there. But you know what? You've got these people that want us, non-Muslims, to curse Aisha. You've got these non-Muslims want us to curse Aisha. Sorry, curse Fatima. Curse Ali. Ali must be a P word because he did the same thing. No, my brother. No, my brother. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop telling non-Muslims to call Ali a pedophile. Stop it. Stop it. You make me sick, to be honest with you. You actually really do. Okay? And I said before, anybody, okay, Sunni, Shia, I'm going to tell you again, I don't care. I'm not here to make friends, I'm really not here to make friends. I'm actually going to give you something, yeah? I'm actually going to tell you something that, Ali, said. Oh, man, I can't even find it, Basically, Ali basically said that, the truth left me with no friends. I'm going to repeat that again. The truth left me with no friends. I'm not here to make friends, right? That was one of my greatest lessons I was taught when I was younger, okay? Like, initiation wise. Like, it says, don't rely on your friends. Friends will lead you astray. Stick to your commands, stick to your orders, stick to your principles. Rely on that. That can never lead you astray. If your principles and your value system is correct, it can't lead you astray. So I stand on truth, right? And I would say truthfully, any Sunni or Shia, okay, put forward, I condemn the narrations here with inside. Remember, I'm going to say this again. I condemn the narration in Al-Kafi, okay? Al-Kafi, okay? In Al-Kafi by Kalani, right? I condemn those narrations, right? And it's not hard for me to do it. Al-Kafi tells you to condemn those narrations. Al-Kulani tells you to condemn the narrations that does not go along with the established Sunnah and the Quran. And it doesn't go well with the Quran, nor does it go well with the Sunnah. And that's why I condemn those narrations. I condemn it wholeheartedly. And I've just shown you the reasons why to condemn it. Because it goes against what the Quran is saying, goes against what the Sunnah is saying, it goes against what established Hadith is saying from one of our great Imams, Abu Ja'far, is saying as well. I'm showing you that somebody down the line in the chain made a mistake. That's all it is. It's that simple. And if you look were qualified enough, or if you guys really cared enough, you would take your time out and to do the research that I'm doing. And I'm not doing it for myself. This is not going to benefit me. All this doesn't impact on my life. It impacts upon your life, whether you're a Sunni or a Shia. I want you guys to go ahead and do the research. But at the end of the day, when the truth hurts so much, yeah, all the people that are being defeated by the truth, all they can do is name call and call you disgusting, filthy names. And I love it when you call me these disgusting and filthy names and call me a liar and all these things here. Because on the day of judgment, yeah, I'm going to be receiving a whole heap of reward. I'm going to be taking all your good deeds away from you, my brother. Yeah, it's going to be so epic. It's going to be so epic anyway. I'm just going to say that because you lot are funny and everybody else can witness it. You lot are so mentally defeated, yeah, that you lot have to jump around. You will have to block people. You have to say, I'm not going to debate with Kalam in person again. Why? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? Tell me, what did I do to you? Was I disrespectful to you in the conversation? Or were you disrespectful to me in the conversation? Was your community able to see it through those lenses? That you're just being a right, nonsense, and your whole brethren around you were doing a whole nonsense? Is that what they could see? And they're saying, don't engage with him again because you're just doing a nonsense. You're being showed up. Intellectually, you're being showed up. As I said before to you, academically, you're not on my level. You're not my peer. You're definitely not my peer. When we do our studies, like in university, like technically speaking, we're not supposed to be engaging in any debates or any, peer or papers, write any papers to people that are not up to your level, who have not graduated from university. But I don't think like that. I care less about all of that. because we can all learn, regardless of going through any institute. We can all learn. We don't need to go through an institute to learn. You can do it by yourself. You can literally do it by yourself. And I'm giving you all the tools to do it by yourself. I'm telling you, go and purchase your Hadith, Science of Hadith books. Let me quickly do this. Let's see. Let me quickly see. Let me just tell you some Science of Hadith books quickly. Those of you guys who are really interested, let's see. Okay, so you got textbook of Hadith studies. Okay, who's this one by? Where are we? Muhammad Hashim Kamali. There you go. Go and buy some. Who else you got here? An Introduction to Science of Hadith by Dr. Shuaib Hassan. Go and buy one. You got Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani's. You got what's the other one called? You got quite a few, man. Like, go and buy it. What's the name? Salah something. Salah whatever. There you go. Ibn Salah. Go and buy it. Go and buy it. Like, all the stuff that I'm showing you, go and buy it, man. Go and make your purchases, B. Like, everything that I'm doing is not something that you can't do. You all can do this stuff. I ain't nothing special. Or am I? You know? They might be like, oh, but you don't read Arabic, or you can't speak Arabic. Oh, how are you reading these books? Oh. Listen, according to you guys again, yeah, which is to me is disgusting, yeah, to even say this, right? I find it disgusting. I keep saying it. You lot keep disrespecting your prophet. You lot say that your prophet was illiterate. He couldn't read and write, yeah? The very first command to the prophet was ikra, to read, right? The very first from the all-knowing Allah, right, was to read. But yet the prophet can't read. And for the 23 years of his life, yeah, he never followed the commands of Allah to learn how to read, or learn how to read. No, but it doesn't mean read, it means recite. If it meant recite, then why, according to your narration, I'm not saying all narrations say this, why did he say I can't read? He understood it as read, right? Anyways, again, you lot on your hadiths here are straight disrespectful. You know, Brother Hajji, we've already caught you, yeah? We already caught you, right, saying that the prophet was possessed by shaitan, all right? That he recited verses from shaitan in your debate with Raza. Like, we've caught you, Said Raza. We already caught you doing these things. If I ask you more questions, yeah, about the prophet, yeah, we'll expose you how much, yeah, of what I consider to be a Nasibi, yeah, and you don't even understand you're being a Nasibi, yeah, how much of a Nasibi you are, how much of a hater and a reviler of the prophet and his family you really are. You don't even understand it, because you know why? You're just following your scholars. You're just following your scholars. I hate it. When I read your books, I'm like, what? The prophet was poisoned by a Jew? Huh? And this is, and the way he died was the way that that Allah said in the Quran, if he was a false prophet, this is the way he would die, huh? And you lot say, yes, this is the way the prophet. Shut up, bruv. And you want to tell me that I disrespect the prophet? No, go read your hadith books. They disrespect the prophet. About the prophet was affected by magic. Bruv, you disrespect the prophet. I keep saying this over and over again, yeah. All of you guys, yeah, I'm not even going to call you Ahlul Sunnah. I'm going to call you Ahlul Hadith. Ahlul Hadith. That's what you guys are. Ahlul Hadith, people of hadiths, people of narrations. Anybody makes up a narration, you accept it willy-nilly, not investigating, not verifying it. You don't make me sick, to be honest with you. Make me sick to my stomach. Then I have to come over here out of my own comfort zone, out of me doing what I'm doing, helping my people, yeah, to come over to you and clear up your nonsense because you're disrespecting the prophet so much. And I can't stand it no more. I can't stand the fact, yeah, that all my brothers and sisters, yeah, all my family members, yeah, are getting so much heat and stick, yeah, because of some small-minded Muslims, yeah, who propagate this nonsense, and everybody around the world, yeah, is listening to this nonsense. They believe in this nonsense, and they're all against you because they're standing upon truth. They're standing upon truth, regardless of who the person is, yeah. A 50-year-old, 54, 52, 54-year-old man, yeah, marrying a 9-year-old is disgusting to anybody. A 52-year-old man, yeah, having dreams of a 6-year-old, yeah, is nasty to anybody. Trust me on that. Don't tell me, oh, it's the social norm. I'm still waiting for you to show me, yeah, it's the social norm in Arabia. Show me it's a social norm in Arabia. Give me one instant it's a social norm. And you lot are so nasty as well, yeah. And I tell you, let me just vent. I need to vent. I need to get this out of me. Alhamdulillah. And I tell you why, yeah, you lot are so nasty again, yeah. We had somebody, the first thing you could say to me was, again, to throw, yeah, the Prophet's family underneath the bus. The first thing that you could do, yeah, was show narrations, yeah, where of Umar actually raping I would say raping, yeah, raping somebody. I'm not even going to mention the name, yeah, because to me that's just nasty, yeah. That's what you lot came to do, just to prove points, and you yourself hold that the hadith is weak. You lot are just nasty individuals. You lot would do anything, yeah, just to score sectarian points. I'm not about that life. I couldn't care less if you're Sunni or Shia, you're Salafi, the Bandi, Sufi, Ahmadiyya, whatever you are, bruv. If you're standing upon truth, yeah, I'm with you. I'm rocking with you. The moment you go against the truth, bruv, I can't stand with you like that. All right. Anyways, what's good, family? I'm right here in the comment section with you guys. Talk to me, yeah? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Yeah, buddy. Now, I know, yeah, this might be a bit slow because my internet is all crazy and that. Let me quickly double check to see what it's saying, all right? So if you lot got any comments, yeah, so if you lot got any comments for me, yeah, just tag Titans TV. As you can see, hopefully it's live right now. You know, you blocked my comments from a month ago. If I blocked your comments from a month ago, blah, blah, I don't know how you actually, how your stuff is coming up right now. I don't know how. Let me quickly see. 8 a.m. running through. I wish it was a machine. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting. You know, you lot just drop your comments. I'm here. I'm reading them. I'm only going to be here for a little bit longer. So drop your comments. And let's see, Kalam, you doubt Muhammad's existence? No, I actually don't doubt the Prophet's existence. I will tell you that there isn't any real hard body evidence to support his existence, but there is historical evidence, i.e., you know, in historicity, I can say it's quite probable and likely that he definitely did exist. And, you know, from our traditions, we accept his existence. Okay. Said Haider says, Hak ya Ali. All right. Did Aisha reach her puberty at the age of 21? Of course, of course. Of course, Aisha reached the age of puberty at the age of 21. Callum, what did you attempt to try to create division? The Shias are done with you. You have no credibility. Like, how am I causing division, bruv? Have you not seen the video that the brother put up? And me responding to the video and actually clarifying points from both Sunni books that both Sunnis and Shias accept. How am I causing division, fam? You lot just speak. Do you believe Allah is God? I know, no, Allah is, you know, the Arabic way of saying God. So it's like, you know, it's one of those ones there like, do you believe tomato is tomato? They're both the same thing. You're saying the same thing. Do you think these Salafis will keep insulting the Prophet? Of course they will. You know why? Because I've done a video before. They hold Bukhari as a god. That's what it is. Anything in Bukhari, like, we can't go against it. You stole my girl from. All right. Your mods murdered my avatar for defending Hassan's low IQ. Could you have a chat with them? All right, I see what I can do. Man, like, right up in the building. Yeah, buddy. Why do Salafis keep insulting the Prophet? Because it's in their books. Kalam, the Shias are done with. Okay, I've read that before. Yep, remember to join the Discord. Need to do a research on this age ranges of puberty. I've done it already, you know, to be honest with you. Kalam, I'm saying this again. You know nothing about the science of hadith of the language. Also, stop using the reverse psychology. If we use Arabic language, you're pathetic. Eh? Shut up! Shut up! Like, again, yeah. Like, I'm just showing you quite clearly, right? I've shown you quite clearly. I'm not speaking out my own words, fam. I've shown you in this video, yeah, science of hadith. I've shown it to you. And I didn't even have to go into no depth with you. I just done it quickly because there's no need. And not most of you guys, yeah, I've done a whole 3-hour video, right? 1 hour video, another 2-hour video, but then there's some talking on the last bit, right? For an hour. Like, I've done that. I've given you guys research, showing you my methodology, all sorts. Up to this day, none of you lot can come back to refute that video. None of you. But you're gonna tell me I don't know nothing about science of hadith. You don't know nothing at all. You lot are completely blank. You just accept what, you know, those people who are personalities in your Islamic world says, and you accept it as truth and facts. That's what it is. You are not really honest with yourselves. Have you seen Islam, the Untold Story, and what do you think? Nah, I don't think so. Girls usually get their first period between ages 18 and 15. That's the age range. Yep, I'm with you. Kind of, do you think what up with Sunni Salafis and child marriage, but yet are against white pedophiles? Listen, like, again, yeah, like, I don't think people understand. There's so much nasty stuff here that I can bring out. Brothers are telling me, bring out this stuff, bring out this stuff. I'm like, fam, I don't want to. Like, keep that in the closet. I know this stuff already. I'm not going to bring it out for the world to see so they have extra ammunition to go against you guys as Muslim. I'm keeping it underneath the cupboards. I can start bringing out fatwas right now. Shall I bring out some fatwas right now so you can really see what's going on in their world? I'm trying to say, nah, let me just keep that to a side because I'm just hoping these are just some mad deviant behaviors. But as much as I can see, the majority of you guys accept this as like, yeah, this is just normal. This is what we do. You're nasty, man. Anyway, who is this? Kind of, you're trying to do damage control. Your predictable attempt to try to create sympathy for Shias is done. What? Bro, this is beyond this is beyond Shiaism, bro. We're talking about Ali and Fatima. That's beyond that. I hope that you hold them as part of your tradition as well, G. Nasty people. I guess Aisha must have been a special. No, Aisha wasn't a special case, but for them it was a special case. But Aisha, said again, was not 9 years of age. I repeat, she was not 9 years of age. Kalam, have you ever met a Muslim in the part that has learned something from a debate? Anyways, why did you call Omar? You're just talking nonsense now. Mars can again. Through just. Okay. All right. I'm finished. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Does anybody want to respond? Okay, or object to anything that I've stated within inside of my video? Can anybody spot anything I did or said that was wrong inside of the video? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys like a nice minute or two to come up with something. If you can't come up with something, I'm actually going to be gone now. I'm actually going to be gone because you don't have anything to say. All right? So I'm waiting. Let's see. Yeah, I object to me dealing with these crazies as well, bruv. I'm trying to stay far away from them. Far away from them. All right? Anyways, I guess that's it. I guess that's really it. Okay, I guess that's it. If you guys want me to do another show on something, let me know. But as far as I can tell, I'm finished. There's nothing else to really go into on this topic. We've already shown, I'm going to just, reiterate, we've already shown that there is a difference of opinion within inside of the Shia school of thought, right? Well, yeah. So I've just shown you that there's a difference of opinion inside the Shia school of thought. One group of Shias, why does it keep doing this? Why? Okay. One group of Shias, there's a difference of opinion. One group says, 18. Another group says 9 years of age. All right. We've established that's inside of the Shia schools or, the books, right? We now see why is there a difference of opinion. Okay. We see that there's a difference of opinion and we try to reconcile these things. That didn't work. So we chose or utilized a methodology of preference. We utilized a historical comparative analysis where we looked at the two different accounts or the various different accounts of this. We saw that a historical or an earlier account says that she was 18 years of age. Okay, 18 years of age. A later account says that she was 9 years or worked out to be, no, let me do that properly. We looked at the earlier account. We saw that Fatima was born 5 years prior to revelation. The later account says 5 years after revelation. Okay, we saw that. We saw that all of the earlier accounts spoke about Fatima being married at the age of 18. That Fatima was, died at the age of 29 or so. This is all in the earlier accounts. The later account says something completely different. Okay, we've established that. We established the reason why they say something different is because there must have been some form of error that had transpired later down the chain. Why do we say this? Because we see that all of these chains go back to Abu Ja'far. Okay, Abu Ja'far says one thing, right? that it was 5 years before. We have two different hadiths at two different times, Ibn Sa'd, and we have the other one from Al-Razi, I believe it's Al-Razi, okay? And from 920, I think that was in 923. So Tabakat was roughly 8 something, 8, 7, 8 something. Whatever it is, 8 something. And then 100 years later, it's still 5 years. Let me quickly go into that. Let me see. Let me just make sure I'm saying the right thing. Okay, so we go into Ibn Sa'd, 845, right? We're seeing that it's saying one thing. It's saying 5 years before, okay, from the account of Abu Ja'far. We go now, okay, just less than 100 years, okay, and it's saying 923, it's saying still she was born 5 years prior. We go to one that's just about 20 years later to that, so just over 100 years later, it is now saying it is 5 years after. So we see that there is a difference of opinion. The overwhelming opinion, okay, the overwhelming narration that come earlier proves that it's 5 years prior. That is what the hadith shows. We even show that it has a context to it. The context to it was this was in the year that the Quraysh was building the Kaaba or building the house, right? We know that the Quraysh was building the house 5 years prior to the prophethood. That is another evidence to suggest that the later account is incorrect in terms of it saying afterwards. It must have been before. Somebody might have made a scribal error or have transmitted the information incorrectly. Instead of saying afterwards, instead of saying before, they said afterwards. This is what we've just analyzed by looking at the different narrations. It's that simple. Now, scholars can make mistakes. They've seen these narrations and they've added fuel to the fire. They've added little salt and pepper here and there. They're trying to do their own calculations, and you get these 75 days and 18 years by doing calculations as to when if she was 9 years of age then the Prophet died 9 years later, then she must have been 18, and then it was supposedly 6 months, there was supposedly 75 days. So if she was 18 and then you add the 75 days, then she must have been 18 and 75. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how it happens. Scholars are trying to do the calculations. It's that simple. I waste my time, I really do waste my time with a lot of people. But anyways, I don't want to waste my time anymore. I think I've finished. I think I've proven my point already. And that's it. That's literally it. So I'm going to catch you guys a little bit later on. I might join you guys in the comment section, or we can continue this conversation. No, this is what I'll do. Let me send you guys the link. Okay, I'm going to send you guys the link. Invite people. Here is the link. All right. Defending. Here it is. It's sent in here. And then, oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, baby. Because of course we're going to get the Nasibis. The Nasibi is going to be hitting the dislike button. If you're a Nasibi, if you're a hater of the Prophet's family and you're a Muslim, hit the dislike button. Okay? If you're not and you support the Prophet's family and you would like to clear Ali's name and clear Fatima's name, hit the like button. And if you lot enjoy the scholastic information that I give you guys, hit the like button as well. But the link has been shared and I'm going to log off right now with you guys. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Oh man. Join us. Join us.